cars, and in a way being absolutely treated the exact same way that you would treat a kind of Hollywood star, Kim Kardashian type person. So basically what we wanted to do in our magazine was not deny that or hide it, but actually embrace it and say, okay, well, if architects are becoming celebrities and architecture is being discussed in the sort of similar language of pop culture and celebrity culture, what would happen if we simply made our book a kind of a book which is inspired by that language? So what we did is we found a magazine that we thought was really interesting, and it was this magazine called Jack. It doesn't exist anymore, but it was made in the 90s and early 2000s in London, and it was a kind of men's magazine, like a magazine for guys about sports and getting drunk and watches. But basically what was interesting about it is that it was sort of doing that in an intelligent and original way. So what we did is we basically hired the designers of this book, and we made our book more or less according to their template. So the way the book ultimately ended up was the same format, the same paper quality, the same sort of aggressive commercial look as this magazine. But we used that to deliver architectural information. So I'll show some examples. One other significant thing we did, which was made it interesting to make a magazine, is that we sold advertisements for it. So this is the front cover, and this is the back cover of Volkswagen ad. So in a way, this is very crass, but what was also nice about it is that because we sold ads, we could sell it super cheap. So when it first came out, it was €9, which meant that anyone could buy it, basically. Students could buy it, anyone who wanted to could have it, and like, for instance, with the typical big architectural book or like a big issue of Outdoor Piece, most people can't buy it, or it's a significant investment for them to buy it. And we didn't want our book to be like that. Yeah, so we had loads of ads. This is like kitchen, totally like ridiculous thing. Another thing that we did, which was interesting to have ads, was that it allowed us to sort of acknowledge OMA's collaborators and friends in a way which is sort of just very free and cheerful, rather than having to kind of write some heartfelt thing about how much we appreciate you. You could simply give them ad space and kind of give them a shout out in the book. And so that's one thing that we did. Okay, so now I just want to talk about the content, and especially